What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jaye. Today, I'm joined with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Evelyn. Nice to meet you guys.
All right, Evelyn. You're about to watch a video, some quote-unquote red pill truth, true nature of a female or male videos. And I want to get your perspective of these videos, all right? All right, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and let's jump into it. All right, why women in 2021 do men wrong? Before we get started with the video, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, why women in 2021 do men wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Trust issues.
What do you mean when you say trust issues?
Well, you give yourself to a man and then, you trust them, you're loyal to them, and then they're still messing around with other women, and then that gets to one. And then girls start to do that back, and guys don't usually like that. And then they start calling you crazy, and they start calling you the liar. But in reality, it's like, no, you made me this way.
Okay.
I'm really serious.
Okay, so
that's why women in 2021 do men wrong.
Okay, so you feel that women do men wrong out of spite and revenge?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump into the video and see what he says, and you give us your perspective.
We wouldn't do that unless we didn't have a reason to. Seriously.
I don't know about that, but I'm gonna say my thoughts closer to the end. All right. Oh shit, it's low as fuck. Hold on 1 second. There we go. YouTube, what do you do?
I want to do a video on what Bradley Beal said, man. It's probably gonna be one of the best videos I ever do. And we're gonna dive into it, man. We're gonna dive into him playing this video. I'm gonna play this video for y'all, and I really want you guys to really listen to what he has to.
Respecting the game means a lot, bro. On and off the court. How you carry yourself, all that shit matter, man. Y'all gotta understand, when you go to college, you don't get away with this shit, man. You get to the league, you don't get away from. They take your bread, bro. You walk around this motherfucker, moping and pounding around, bro. It's either one or two things gonna happen where you at. They gonna ship your ass off, or they gonna wave your ass, or you ain't gonna have no job. They just gonna say, here, just take the money, we don't even want you. That's the two options you got in the league. And I don't never like pulling my NBA card, ever. But bro, y'all, it's only 400. That means if you got dreams to get into the league, you gotta play me. You gotta guard me. And guess what? Can't none of y'all guard me. Ain't none of y'all taking my job. I'm chilling. I can retire today and live on the beach for the rest of my life. And my mom and dad not work another day. Or my brothers. That's the type of good y'all want to be. That's what y'all want. Everything is grimy and gutter where we from, bro. So everything is going to be that much harder for us. But guess what? When you got a gift and a talent like that, you got to take advantage of it. You got to perfect it. You got to work on your shit. Because guess what? God will take that. If you ain't using it the right way, if you ain't using your bounce, you ain't using your shot, you ain't perfecting it, them gifts are gone. I believe in y'all, man.
Let's go.
I believe in y'all.
Let's get it, baby. Hey, all I ask y'all to do is finish strong, man.
That's
Finish
it,
up.
man.
Finish.
That's all we can.
Finish on 3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
Y'all have to understand what he's saying. And he's not just talking about basketball.
Okay.
He's talking about life. He's talking about real life situations that all men are going to go through. Tough love. Grinding. Now, I can't speak for all men. All you guys may not come from the gutter. All you guys may not come from the streets. Right?
Okay, but before he gets started, because I do want to have a pause between that. A guy that works on himself and that really has no time for you as a relationship-wise, could you see yourself still being with a guy like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because, he's taking the time to work on himself and, prosper. So, I would be here for that.
Okay. What if he, sees you, fucking, I don't know, 30 minutes type of thing out the whole week, you'll still be like cool with something like that?
Well, it depends. If he takes the time out of his day to really reach out and make it, sincere, then yes. But if it wasn't sincere and it was just kind of like a quick, like, hey, blah, 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 I gotta go, it's like, okay, maybe, you don't need to be.
Okay.
That's me.
Got you. So you could be with a guy that's on his purpose, that's really bunkering down and trying to better his life and trying to be on his purpose type of thing.
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right, so I'm just asking. All right.
Some of you guys might come from 2-parent households. Y'all might come from a household that's making, great money. Y'all might come from a household that, they doing well. Your mom and your dad is in your life, doing well, taking care of you. Right? And you might have other areas in your life that you have to deal with adversity with. Sports, grades, getting into college, women. You might have to deal with adversity in other areas in your life. Right?
Hold on. He said something that's very important. And even one of my friends was talking about this with his female counterpart. So for you personally, if a guy comes to you and he has adversity and he has problems in his life that he's trying to get over, and he comes to you as a consultant in a sense, do you feel that you lose attraction for him or you gain attraction for him?
They say that women are here to nurture. And so, with that being said, I feel like when someone comes to me with a problem or a situation, I try and be there for that person.
Okay.
But then what that turns down to is that I lose myself trying to help find this person. And so it kind of conflicts in a sense,
Okay. Yeah.
So it really depends on the situation.
Okay, got you. So for you personally, it's not necessarily you lose attraction, it's more you losing yourself in their problems.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you feel that a woman should lose herself in a man or a man should lose himself in a woman?
I would say that there would be a time frame, not necessarily a time frame, but there's a time and place, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if it was like really damaging one's life and, it started to take over their life, then that's when it's like a little like, okay, maybe I need to take a step back. Maybe they need to apply themselves or they need to do something about it rather than have somebody else try and fix their problems.
Okay. That's solid. Let's continue.
Some dudes like me, from the streets, from nothing, from the hood, didn't grow up in a 2-parent household. Pops wasn't really there. Had to struggle, but that's not an excuse for me to not do my best. That's not an excuse for me to not go hard and grind every day. Look forward to something. It is not to say I'm better than the next man because he has 2 parents at home. Man, cherish that. Cherish that, bruh. But what's most important is taking your life serious. What's most important is using your gifts. What's most important is grinding and becoming colder every day. Life ain't no game, bro. Y'all heard what Bradley Bill just said, G? He said, can't none of y'all guard me. And that's facts.
I got a question. So for you personally, do you feel that women are competing? I don't know why this made me think of this, but for you personally, do you feel that women are competing for the guys of today? Or do you feel it's the opposite? Men are competing for the girls of today?
I feel like it kind of goes both ways because I don't know. That's it really depends, I guess, on the person and I don't know.
Okay, for you personally though, throughout your life, do you feel that you've always, I don't know, competed for a guy or they competed for you? I
feel like guys have competed for me, really, because I'm a very loyal person. I'm very sincere. I'm genuine. I try to be, and men that have had me, when I've been in a relationship, they have appreciated that, but with time they've lost appreciation, and then that's where I feel like once I leave the situation, they try to come back when someone else is already involved in my life, and they're like, oh, I'll do this for you, I'll step up, and I'm like, well, it's a little too late for that now, so
Okay, so the takeaway here is appreciate while you got something.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, all right, let's continue.
He's cold. That's the mindset you gotta have. Nobody's taking my spot. Nobody's taking my job. Nobody's gonna do the work but me. Period. You gotta have that mindset. If you don't, you're done. If you don't wake up with purpose, guess what? You done. If you cheat on your diet, guess what? You done. Man, real talk. Stephiscold fell off. Facts. I wasn't in shape when we went to Miami. But guess what? I'm finna get cold in the morning. I'm finna get cold as fuck.
Oh god. This brings up another question. You dating someone and they start to fall off. What happens in that scenario?
I feel like your relationship starts to fall off because it's, it takes strength to be in a relationship. And so if someone starts to fall off or lose themselves, then you're kind of losing your relationship, or you're losing, in a sense, because you're losing yourself. Okay.
Well, I'm about to hit you with a side question. Might be hard to hit you with, but I'm still going to ask. If you dating a female or dating you, whatever, and you start to gain weight or you start to, lose, attraction, how would a guy navigate through that? What was some successful guys that navigated through that and actually got results?
I guess you try and talk to them about, you try to talk to them about the situation, and then how they take it and how they run with it is.
I'm talking for you personally, and for probably your friends that you can probably talk about and say, yeah, they would probably accept this way. Would it be a blunt, hey, you kind of gaining weight, do you want to go work out in the gym? Or it's not like that, it's more of a subtle, hey, let's go work out type of thing?
I'm more of a, hey, let's go work out type of thing, because I wouldn't want to disrespect, excuse me, or like embarrass them. So I wouldn't be like, hey, like you're gaining weight, like we need to go do something about it. No, I would just say, hey, I've been thinking about going to the gym. I kind of lure the conversation that way, and then see what their input is. You know what? I've been, and then maybe they'll. I don't know.
Okay, got you. So for a guy to navigate, you would suggest he do it that way?
Yeah.
She said, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Okay.
Unless you want to make her feel insecure, or whoever it is insecure.
Okay, all right, let's continue.
Ain't nobody take my spot.
Woo!
Because it's only one me. And I'm competitive.
I'm too. Same here.
That's the burning desire that you gotta have. You gotta have that.
Yeah.
What that comes with, Steph? Cardio, diet, cardio, diet. Don't care what nobody else say. Cardio, diet, inspire, grinding. Cardio, diet, inspire, grind. Cardio, diet, inspire, grind. Cardio, diet, inspire, grind. Cardio, diet, inspire, grind. Every single fucking day.
So he mad at himself. Oh my god. I love it though.
Sure. G.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's facts.
What's your goal? What's your plan? Do you have something in motion? Or you worried about why she flaked?
Hold on. He said something very important I really want to touch on. What are your thoughts on a guy who's not really motivated, who doesn't really have drive, who doesn't really have, aspirations in his life? You personally.
How would I bring up the conversation?
No, not how would you bring up. How do you feel about guys like that in general?
I would kind of take a step back and see, what their interests are. And if they don't have any ambitions or goals, I kind of just try and X myself from the situation because...
Really? Okay.
Well, you know how they say that you are who you associate yourself with. So if someone doesn't really have goals or, set, then it's like they're not really...
Okay. Let me give you a scenario. I always give the same scenario, but so I'm gonna give it to you. It's a guy. He's a manager at McDonald's. He makes $52,000 a year. He's complacent. He's content with his job. Would you be okay with a guy with that type of job and that type of salary?
I mean, if he's happy and I'm happy and we're bringing in money, sure.
Okay. All right. That sounds political as fuck, but all right, let's continue.
What about why she said maybe? Why she say maybe? I don't give a fuck.
bro. I can't.
That's why you still complaining and staying the same. There's life lessons in basketball. I learned the life lesson. You know the life lesson I learned in basketball? This ain't for you, G. This ain't your lane, my G. Move around somewhere. I learned that early in life. Too short, my G. Think you finna go to the NBA, you 5'7"? Out your mind? You better come to realization. You got to guard D Rose that's 6'3". Somebody that's stronger, more athletic and faster, you got to come to realization. What, you finna guard Drew Holiday? He's 6'5". You finna guard Kyrie? He's 6'2". You have to come into realization. Oh, you think that you gonna get some sort of chick, and you broke and you fat and you ugly? Oh, you.
For you personally, he brought up some very important things. For you personally, how does looks? He said fat. So looks, money, and status play in your relationships or your attraction for a guy?
Well, I feel like if they come with all of that, and they're happy, I know that.
Okay.
It's not really necessarily so much about. I'm a very personality, I'm not here to judge and be like, oh well, he doesn't have money or he doesn't look the best.
Got you. Okay.
I'm very if I can click with someone and stuff, and I'm laughing and I'm having a good time, that's where I go attraction to someone.
Gotcha.
And then the rest is whatever happens after that.
Okay, so let me ask a better question then. Does money make you more attracted to a guy?
Of course. I mean,
Okay.
every woman.
That's what I'm about to say.
Men and women.
Okay, got you. Does a status make you more or less attractive to a guy?
Define status.
Status. The way I like to put status is more so pre-selection than status. So pre-selection for me is more like a guy that that hasn't had a girlfriend in the past, but he seems like a decent guy. He seems cool. Versus a guy he's had probably a lot of girls in the past. Not necessarily a lot, but that he has experience with women. You know that women are after him. You know that women find him attractive. Which one do you feel like you gravitate towards more?
Well, I feel like their status wouldn't necessarily matter to me as if they were in a relationship or they've never ever been in a relationship because they're in a relationship with me. So, they're in a relationship with me for a reason. So I wouldn't have to, necessarily worry about that if they're with me. So if there's girls chasing him or whether there's not girls chasing him, and he finds interest in me, then I don't think that I should necessarily worry about what's going on unless I've been given a reason to.
Okay. All right.
So status doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. Now, the last part, looks.
Looks, who doesn't want to go for a cute, hot, person? But at the same time, it really depends on the person and what their interests are or what they like.
Okay.
Nowadays people can go and get stuff done or whatever.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the person. So looks for me, as long as I'm laughing and I'm having a good time, I wouldn't necessarily mean that looks are everything. It's a plus.
Okay, so here's a better question again. Have you dated a guy that you look back on and was like, damn, he was actually kind of ugly?
No. All the guys that I date are pretty cute.
So looks matters then. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up. Now let's continue.
Oh my god.
You think you just gonna go to some school because you just that dude? Oh, you think you gonna go D1 because you just talented and you don't work out? You don't put in the work? Oh, you think when you go to the NBA, you can just stop? Life just stops when you make it to the NBA and you don't need to work on your game? You're gonna have a rude awakening with that kind of attitude. Because life humbles you.
It does.
It does. That's why you have to improve every single day. Whenever somebody says something to me that's negative, I just use it as fuel. It's like Hawk. I get better. I'm going to get better. I get better. I'm going to get better. I'm not going to let him outwork me. That's the mindset you got to have. I'm going to not let him take my spot. If you want it, if you hungry enough, if you got that burning desire inside your heart, that's only if you want it enough, my G. Yeah, we all go through things, man. We all go through things that make us fall off. You gonna use that for the rest of your life? You're not a woman. You don't get no pass. Not a female. I had anxiety. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my gosh.
I had anxiety. I had an anxiety attack.
It sounds like me. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
I don't care about your problems as a man. You're not a female.
Yeah.
You gotta get up and grind. You gotta get up and get it yourself. Where I come from, you ain't had no choice.
No.
You gotta make it happen. I'm not gonna do nothing for you. What? And my father ain't do shit for me, man. He told me what I needed to do. That's all he needed to do for me. He taught me what I needed to do. Sometimes you learn lessons and scenarios from other people by telling you what you need to do in your life. You need to get up off your ass and get some money. Cause you broke as hell. No, we ain't bitch.
What he just said made me think of a question, so it could be a little off topic, but I'm gonna still ask. He said about someone told you advice. So for you personally, do you feel that you want to date a guy that can kind of teach you things, or you are both kind of just learning and going through life?
Well, I feel like you can intermingle your connections. So if he has great connections, and it really boils down to I guess not necessarily what one has to offer, but if there's an opportunity,
Okay. So to answer that question, which one would you gravitate towards more? The one that has you want to grow with, and that y'all are both kind of naive in life, or like growing together, or one that's probably a little bit older who can show you things and show you fast track to learning and experiences and stuff like that?
I think that learning together would be something beautiful, because you're both growing, you're both learning, and I feel like ideas, like your ideas versus mine ideas, and we're growing, and I feel like that could build something as to where someone that already has the knowledge, it kind of prevents you from trying to expand your knowledge because you're already kind of following in someone else's footsteps, or their opportunities, I guess. Does that make sense? Like,
kind of, got you. So you saying that you would pick a person that you can grow with and become a finished product versus someone that's already a finished product. That's basically what I'm asking you.
Yes.
And you would rather pick the growing with type person.
Yes, I feel like it's sincere and it's genuine versus someone that already has it all and considers to have it all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. So if something happens and they're like, well, then they throw that in your face. It's like, okay.
Okay. So you just don't. So the underlining thing is you don't want to be a person from another person can feel like they was like, yeah, I made her, or
exactly.
I threw it. Yeah. Okay. Got you. Okay. All right. Let's continue and finish up the video.
I'm gonna give it to you raw, but I'm not playing. And life ain't no game. Y'all think this shit is a joke? End up on that fucking bench, looking sick as hell, living life in regrets instead of putting in the work even when you don't feel like it. Instead of digging harder even when you don't feel like it. You gotta grind, bro. But guess what? I can make all the videos in the world, and guess what you ain't gotta do? Shit!
Oh my God.
It's
so
a lot
funny.
of emphasis and energy.
Woo! All right. So this has nothing to do with why women in 2021 do men wrong, but I at least try to get there. But what are your overall thoughts about what we discussed when we talked about a man being on his job and being on his purpose versus being content? A guy that's already there versus a guy that's trying to get there. What are your overall thoughts on that?
I think that if they're working on themselves and they're trying to be ambitious, then I'm here for it. But if they're not necessarily trying to put in, the effort to make something work, then take a step back.
All right. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to follow her Instagram is
Evelyn with 3 N's.cxo.
All right, that will be in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.
Bye.
Bada bing.